Hi guys, Kim Daniela here and welcome to today's show, coming to you from New York City. I'm here with my friend Georgia Jean, and today we're going to talk to you about how you can be more of a spiritual warrior or maintain that spiritual strength in these often very crazy and chaotic times. Georgia is a Jack or Jill of so many trades. She comes from a background of entertainment. She's a writer, a comedian. She's also a healer, a hula hooping coach, and now a licensed skydiver. Woo! Yeah. As you and I both know, we seem to be on a really chaotic and changing time on our planet right now. Do you want to share with the audience a little bit about why that may be?
So at this moment in time, what's really going on is that we are processing through a very powerful aspect of our consciousness, which is what I call the primitive mind, and it's a survival programming we've had since we were in the cave. And what this really entails is it's deeply connected to our nervous systems and a group of strong force emotions that used to drive our survival, but that are no longer really as relevant to where we are. Things like anger, fear, jealousy, hatred, fear of abandonment. As civilized people, we're kind of like, whoa, like what are all these strong feelings I'm feeling right now? It's coming to the surface so we can actually integrate it, take the energy that's in that and then create something new. I actually feel really positive about where the world's going because we can't.
How so? How so?
Because I see that when we see all this kind of activity going on, it means it's coming up so we can look at it. It's not staying buried, it's not staying hidden. You can see how much stuff is coming up to the surface.
It's actually coming up because we need to maybe clear the way for something new?
Absolutely. And what most people don't realize, they're trying to stay positive, they're trying to stay really good, but there's actually a huge amount of energy in these emotions. And when we actually develop an integrated relationship with it, we can take that energy, which is full of creativity, it's full of positivity, and build something new, something really beautiful.
So many people are being faced with so many hard things in their lives. Seems like it's pretty difficult to be that spiritual warrior and really maintain that strength and soldier on.
Yeah. Well, what I can say to you is that if you are really going through a difficult time, chances are this is directly connected to your nervous system. Your conscious mind is not choosing to create that reality. And if you've been trying to use affirmations and meditation and positive thinking and you're not going anywhere, it's because it's deeper and you've got to go into the nervous system. You've got to release that, you've got to open that up and get that flowing. So all of that positivity that you're trying to bring through can actually channel through you and not push up against more stuff.
So you almost need to go through the pain or be okay with the pain for a little bit?
I call this the phase of getting comfortable with the uncomfortable feelings. You have to remember that our nervous system is wired to accept what is known to us. And when you move towards a threshold, it's going to start kicking out these strong force survival feelings, which are actually really uncomfortable. Money is a classic example of this. If you grew up in a family where your parents only earned $50,000 a year, when you start moving to transcend that threshold, like earn $100,000 a year or something like that, your nervous system is going to start freaking out. This is no longer in the known zone where it believes survival is going to exist.
So Georgia, I want us to share with the audience a couple of tools and techniques that you have found that are really powerful for helping with this nervous system issue and that they could also use.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things I definitely do with my clients is empower them with tools so they can take them home and work on them themselves, because the nervous system, it's kind of a tough one. You have to really go in there and work it. One of the best tools out there is something called EFT. It stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, or tapping, where basically you're tapping on points which are acupuncture points connected to the meridians while you talk through whatever you've got going on for you. And this actually helps to move the energy out of your system. And it's one of the more tested sort of body-mind tools out there. It's been found to be either 84 or 86% effective with vets with PTSD.
Which is huge.
Which is huge. It's one of the most challenging conditions to treat.
Yes.
So we can all be really excited about this.
And I know, there was a time when I was actually practicing EFT for a while and I found they had like a book online that you could download for free.
Absolutely.
There's also videos and tools, so it's very easy to find. And what's another technique that we might use?
Okay, well, I love EFT, but my absolute personal favorite is pooping.
Who knew?
Who knew? I know, I didn't know. No. Listen, I've been doing this work for 10 years. About 4 years ago, I picked up a hula hoop, started hooping, and I was like, oh my God, this is actually doing the thing that we're trying to do. First of all, you've got the circular movement that's helping to open up the spine. But the other thing is, yeah, the hoop actually tapping against your body works in the same principle that EFT works. So if you talk about what you've got going on while you're hooping, you literally hoop it out of your body. It's amazing. So many people start hooping, start seeing their life change really positively.
So if you've enjoyed today's show and you want to find out a little bit more about Georgia, you can find her at www.circleevolution.com, or she also has a YouTube channel.
Yes, which is also circleevolution.com.
And I hear you're also having an upcoming retreat.
Yes, in Hawaii next year. It's my Awaken Mastery, Integration, Manifestation, Movement Magic Retreat.
Thanks again for watching. This is the final episode of Season 1, but be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for future shows with Trailblazer Network.